You just got your brand new Nintendo Switch 2, but there's not that many good cases out there. And the D brand Kill Switch 2, although it's a good case, it does have this controversy involving the Joy-Cons coming off, but it's not as widespread as the internet would make it seem to be. I think it's about 1 or 2% of the people that bought the Kill Switch case for the Switch 2 is having that issue. But the brand is fixing that. It is on the pricey side, and you can fit that with inside of the dock. You have to get a dock adapter, which they do include when you buy the Kill Switch 2. But JSAUX has their own solution, and they come out with their own split protective case, shock absorbent protective case, and we're gonna look at it right here on Stuttering Tech. Here we have the JSAUX Split Protective Case for the Nintendo Switch 2, and it is essentially 4 pieces. We have our back plate on the bottom. We also have here the top, the cover, the top plate, and then we have our Joy-Con grips right here. So the top plate is, you can see, it's like a thin piece of plastic that you can see through it a little bit, and it's nothing. It's going to protect it a little bit, but you see this bottom part here, it is a little flimsy just because it's thin, and they leave a cutout for you to have the stand, so you can use the stand, and it's made thin because so you'll be able to put this into the dock still. So let's go ahead and let's get it on our Nintendo Switch. So let me take off my Joy-Cons, and it's just simply, you just put it on. Make sure the top is on, because the top is just really holding this in. And then that's it. It's on there. And yeah, it's on there. I said the bottom is a little flimsy sometimes, but yeah, it's on there, and there you go. You have the bottom plate on the Switch. Now it's time to get the Joy-Cons, to put the grips on the Joy-Cons, and you just slide it in there. Slide it in, or what? There we go. You put the top in first. Make sure you get that part in first, and then there it goes. It's in there. Same thing with the left side. Make sure you get that part in first, and then snap it in place. Sometimes you have to slide it in, but yeah, there it goes. It's in place. And let's attach this to our Switch, and there it is. And this is more ergonomic than using the Switch 2 itself. For me, some people said because of the size, they get less fatigue when playing with the naked Switch, but not for me. I still had the same problem that I had with the original Switch, where my hands would cramp up a lot. So this actually is more ergonomic. Now, I do wish that they offer different grips, because although these grips are much more comfortable than using the Switch Joy-Cons by themselves, it is still not big enough for my hands. I need it to be bigger, and I do need this fins, or whatever you call them. I wish they were a little bit more wide, because I do have big hands, and I tend to, when I'm playing, like this, see, my hands are not actually bracing up against it. It's like especially when I'm playing Mario Kart, and I have to hold on that A, and so I'm usually playing like this. Like my hands is a little bit off. It's not actually touching these fins right here, so I'm like off to the side like this, and I'm playing my Mario Kart. So yeah, I wish that they were bigger, but like I said, my hand still cramps up, but it is a longer time. I can play longer, and it depends on the position. If I'm sitting in a chair, yeah. If I'm laying in bed, no, it cramps up. It cramps very, very fast, or depending on how I'm playing, yeah, it cramps. It cramps up, but much better than using the naked Switch. Now here we go. This is the top shell, and you just put this on like so, and there it is. Now you have your fully protected switch, and it does leave a cutout on the top for you to charge the switch the switch too. So, which is awesome. So while it's protecting it, you can still charge, have access to one of the USB-C ports to be able to charge this, to charge your Nintendo Switch too. Now, let's go ahead and let's put some games into here. In here, no, I haven't actually put any games in here at all. And let me grab my original Switch case, and this is all my Switch 1 games. I haven't bought any Switch 2 physical games. Everything I've bought so far has been down. It's been digital. So, and it fits in there pretty snug. It's not gonna go anywhere, and yeah, it's fitting there pretty snug, and it comes out pretty easy. So I don't know if it's. I know the Switch 2 games is supposed to be, the cartridges are supposed to be the same, so it's gonna fit in here just as easy as this and be able to come out just as easy. Now the funny thing about this switch, but this case, right now it'll run you about, yeah, it's 29, but about $30 if you order from JSAUX. And it actually took 10 days to come. I actually thought it was going to come from China, or I think, or New Jersey, something like. I think the company is in New Jersey, I believe, or Texas, something like that, I believe. But it said it's going to come here in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be shipped. It's gonna be reaching in about 2 weeks. But I actually got it in exactly 1 week. I ordered it on the Tuesday. They shipped it out on the Wednesday, and it got here the following Tuesday, which was just awesome right there. So, and I was tracking it the entire time. I've never actually seen a tracking say this to me. Let me pull that picture up. So I took a screenshot of the tracking, and I've never seen any thing actually says that. So it says, don't know if you can see that in camera, but it says your package is in transit. Please wait plenty. So I thought that, okay, this is coming from China, but it's not. It actually came from the UK, and so yeah, it got here pretty fast, and yeah. So this is how you can line up 10 games and see all these 10 games fit in here, and is that gonna fall out or anything like that? It stays in there pretty snug, and it's pretty easy to pull it out. Yeah, it comes up pretty easy. I do have fat fingers, so there's not enough space for my fat fingers, but yeah, it comes up pretty easy. I have no issues there. Yeah, fit nice and snug. I like that. I like that I can take these games with me on the road. Just put it on here, and now I have my console, and I have my games right there, ready to go at all times. And if you're wondering if this has the same issues as the Kill Switch 2, I haven't run into any of those issues. I can actually hold this by one Joy-Con and not have problem. Does it flex a little bit? Just a little bit. I don't know whether you can see this, but it flexes just a bit. But I think I think this case is lighter than the Kill Switch 2. And like I said, you still have access to your stand. So you can stand your switch up, and fit in the dock, which I'll show you in a bit. And I can shake this, and it's not coming off. As you can see, it's not coming off at all. I can shake this, it's not coming off. It flexes a little bit, but that's it. It's not. It doesn't fall off at all. I'm twisting it with the Joy-Con. You can see, but usually I don't hold my Switch by the Joy-Con. I hold it like this. So the fact that people with the Kill Switch was just, I don't know, but I'm not going to get into all of that. But yeah, I don't know who holds their Switch by just the Joy-Con. But yeah, this is not falling off or having the same issues as the Kill Switch, if you were wondering. Let me get the dock, as I've never actually used the dock at all. I've been primarily playing this in handheld mode because the TV is always occupied in this house. So let me go ahead and get the dock. Here I have my Switch 2 dock. Now let's go ahead and dock the Switch with the JSAUX Split Protective Case. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Yep. it fit with no problem, no issue at all, no resistance. And I did notice I did have to use my fingers, but that's how I would actually naturally take it out anyway. I wouldn't just lift it up, but look, I just lifted it up and it came off. It just came off just like that, no problems, no issues. But usually I will just hold on the case anyway. On the dock when I usually that's how I remove my original switch anyway. I used to just put my fingers, my thumbs right here and just push up. And comes out very easy, but you don't need to do that. It just comes up, it's docked, and then it just comes off. And yes, no issues there, and it fits just right. So yeah, I highly recommend this case. Like I said, for $30 compared to the Kill Switch 2, I think this is if you care about playing in desktop mode, which I have never actually used this in desktop mode yet. If you don't care about desktop mode, then getting a fully protective case where you don't have access to the stand or anything would be okay. There are some pretty good ones out there besides the Kill Switch, and some of them are dockable. I think there's one from Spigen that I was looking at before I came across this one from JSAUX. But yeah, this is just awesome right here. And even if I don't want to use this and I want to use my JSAUX controller, that's okay. I still have some protection with this shell right here, and I can just attach that controller and use it like that. And I just used my JSAUX controller, the G8 Plus. I was worried, well, what if I drop this? There's no protection besides my screen protector. There's no other protection. But yeah, this will actually do okay when I'm using it with that controller. But yeah, pretty awesome. And yeah, I highly recommend this case. I'll leave the link in the description. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to be notified when I release new content. Until next time, I'm your Stuttering Tech. Peace out.